There we go, finally. Ow, that hurt bad, bro. Come on, don't get off, don't get off. Oh, I'm already on. That's all right, we're gonna throw him back. That's a good one, boys. I'm sure somebody will have something to say about that in the comments. So everyone always talks about how much better bluegill tastes than bass. Today, we're gonna put that to the test. As you can see, we're currently down at the lake. Kyle's already started fishing like always. We're gonna catch us some bluegill and bass and see which one tastes better out of the two. A lot of people say you shouldn't eat bass, maybe because they're a game fish. It's just been something that I've always heard since I was a kid. Don't eat largemouth bass, don't eat bass. They're game fish, don't eat them. Or other people would say, don't eat them, they're nasty, they taste bad. Today, we're gonna see if we can't get one of each and taste them ourselves and see which one's better between bluegill or bass. To ensure my victory today, I'm doing live bait only. So I got some worms and I've also got some chub minnows, and I've had a lot of success catching bass in here with chub minnows. I literally just have a hook on here that I'm going to be freelining them with, and then my other setup is just going to be a basic slip bobber bluegill setup. I'm probably going to start with bluegill right over here on this pipe and see if I can't grab a couple of those first, and then we'll go after the bass. So if I had to pick any fish that I'm extremely confident catching, it's definitely going to be bluegill. So I don't think we should have too much trouble, but I don't want to jinx myself either. So let's grab us some red worm, if I can get a good one here. There we go, nice big fat juicy red worm. The bigger the bait, the bigger the fish. I want at least one as big as my hand, so eating size in my opinion. If I get some small ones, that's fine, but I gotta get multiple of them. So I'd prefer just to get one the size of my hand and be good to go. The bluegill I'm not too worried about. The bass is another story. The bass this time of year, this early spring, can be kind of weird. They can hit like crazy at one point and then not hit at all. So what I got here for my bluegill is just a little slip bobber rig, just like that, with a pinch weight hook and a bobber and my bobber stopper. I'm gonna probably go about 2.5 to 3 feet deep to fish for these guys. And we're just gonna go right here to this pipe and see if we can catch one right here. We've had a lot of luck catching them right here, so let's see if we can get a couple. It is a little bit windy, so that might cause us a little trouble, but I'm pretty confident that we'll be able to get this done and get these home and cooked up. Kyle's gonna do a blind taste test to see which one is better. So he's gonna be the judge because nobody else in the house eats fish but me and him. I was having a lot of luck the other day casting right here next to these trees, this brush. See if we can get one over there. Kyle done ran off somewhere into the woods to go fish the bank. Let's cast right here in front of us again. We was catching a lot of them here the other day, so I'm confident there's a few. Maybe I jinxed myself. Maybe I spoke too soon, got a little overconfident. See if there's some hiding over here against this little spill wall right here. Whoa. I thought this was a bass feeding, but actually, after reviewing the footage, I think it's like a catfish or carp. What do you guys think? I think I just had a fish on, guys, and I missed him. Looking at that splash over there. I do got an idea though. Let's try this out. Since I just saw that bass actively feeding right here in these shallows, I think what I'm gonna do is double it up. I'm gonna cast this out while I'm fishing for a bluegill. I'm gonna go ahead and try and fish for a bass. 2 birds, 1 stone, eh? So we'll leave that sitting out there for a bluegill. Let's grab our other rig. And like I said, guys, this one I'm just straight lining it. I'm literally just using a little octopus hook and a minnow. That's it. Let's go and grab one of these guys out of here. They did really good the other day catching us a few bass, so let's see if we can run that back. A little pole holder. This guy, stick it in the ground. That way my pole doesn't get taken from me. Don't worry, little buddy, I'm gonna get you in the water in just a second. There we go. Out towards where that bass was just feeding. So now we just gotta watch that. I don't have any bells or anything. I just watch my line. My line gets super tight. I know I got a fish on. Go a little bit deeper. And right there. Still about 2.5 feet. See the line getting tight and then loose? That minnow's running from something. I just gotta watch that. Cast over here. There we go. That's perfect. Let that minnow swim until we get a bass. Uh-oh. Might have already got one. Oh, I'm already on. I'm already on. Yes, let's go. Let's go, guys. There we go. If he's regulation size, he's going home. If not, we gotta throw him back. So let's check and see if he measures out. We got the bass quicker than we did the bluegill. Oh no, my bluegill pole is getting bit. Dang it. My bluegill pole, hold still fish. Okay, I missed my bluegill. That's what I get for fishing with 2 rods. Make sure he is nice and legal. You always want to follow your rules and regulations. So let's get him measured real quick. All right. He might be shy. They gotta be 12 inches. He might be a little shy, guys. I know I always bring my scale, but I always forget my measuring tape, bro. He almost looks like 12, but he looks a little short. Dang it. That's all right, we're gonna throw him back. We got to, bro. We gotta follow the rules. Gotta do it the right way if we're gonna do this. That sucks, man. I was hoping that was it right there. Now we gotta hope we get another one. Fix our minnow here. He still looks like he's lively. Yes, he is. All right, let's get right back out there. Normally, it doesn't happen that fast. We just got lucky. All right, let's get him back out there. We need a little bigger one. Where's your daddy? Where's your daddy, buddy? That's what we need. Your papa. Yeah, I got robbed. I got completely robbed. My worm is gone. Let's get another worm. Dang it, I can't believe I forgot my measuring tape. That's okay, we're just gonna have to hope that we get one I can eyeball. I'm gonna cast over to that other side. I was having a lot of luck over there yesterday. And this reel can cast a mile. Look at that. That's exactly where I wanted it. That's insane. All right, we'll watch that. Let's check this little guy. I might have to throw a pinch weight or something on here just to keep him in one spot. Oh, there goes my bluegill pole. I'm gonna have to cut it down to one or the other. I knew there would be some over there. Yep, I missed him again. I knew there would be some over there. Whoa, right in front of us. All right, Kai, we gotta get a bass, bro. A keeper bass. Gotta be 12 inches. The wind's like our enemy today. It's really making things a lot harder. If I can get you on bluegill, I'll watch our post for the bass and I'll yell for you if you get hit. That way we can both fish for them. Bro, they're just like, they're really playing with me. I might have to put on a real small hook. So I set up this little bottom rig, smaller hook, and a bunch of these little pinch weights. See if I can get something with this on bottom. Getting desperate out here. There we go. Now that is edible. If we can get a couple more of those, yes, finally. That is eatable. We can cook him whole. So we're definitely keeping him, especially how rough today's been. I got a bite, but I'm in a weird position. Let me get over here and fix this. I got caught up in this tree, bro. Wow. Whew. That just made me super mad, bro. I had a great bite right there on bottom, and I just broke my whole rig. All right, guys. I took a deep breath and re-rigged a bluegill pole, a bluegill setup for bottom. Kyle just got one, so that's good. He just saved us. We just need 1 or 2 more like that, and bluegill is off the list. I was just casting right here on bottom, and one grabbed it. So let's see if I can do that again. Just gonna sit right here in the grass. There we go. There we go, finally. Woo. He's a little small, but he'll do good for bait. We're gonna keep him for bait. He is good bass size. Set him right here for a second, and I'll go put him in the bucket in just a minute. See if I can get another one a little bit bigger. Eating size. Kyle's already got one for us, thank goodness. It's almost like hand size, so that's perfect. It feels like they're feeding on bottom though. Kyle, you was right. Kyle dropped his bobber down lower and started getting bigger bites. My GoPro died, but check this out. I got a little bass right here. Of course, he's not legal, but he absolutely swallowed this hook on this little bluegill setup. I caught him right over there next to those little 2 tunnels, and he's definitely not 12 inches, but he did swallow this hook, and if I can't get it out, he's gonna be coming home. That's the only way I can keep him. So let me see here. Get my needle nose. If I can save him, I'll let him go. If I can't, then he's just gonna come home, and he won't go to waste, that's for sure. I'm gonna try to save him, but if I can't, he's gonna have to come home. I don't know, guys. I hate to get my bass like this, but I mean, bro. Oh, there we go. Okay, maybe. Oh, I think I saved him, bro. All right, so he's not bleeding. He's good to go. Yeah, he looks good. If he was a keeper, I'd keep him. Oh, there you go, Kyle. You got another one. Kyle got another bluegill. There we go. So like I said, we're covered on bluegill. We just got to catch the bass. We've caught 2 bass, but they're just not the right size. No, you can just toss them in a bucket. We use them for bait. I'll take what we got at this point. This has been a tough day. We're catching fish, but not the fish we need. We're gonna move this over here where we was catching them big ones the other day. See if we can't make something happen with this last creek chub. How'd this guy get way up here? He swam all the way up here. All right. Oh! Come on, get out of my line. There we go. So we got our other little keeper bluegill. That'll work. Now we just need a bassin. I'm gonna keep using this worm. Maybe I can get another bass. What that minute? Oh! Let's go! I'm on. That's a good one, boys. Let me get down here. Oh, come on. He's a keeper. Yeah, he's keeper size. Come on, don't get off. Let's go! Let's go! Yes, baby! That's keeper size. Let's go! Persistence, baby. Don't give up, and this is what happens. Let's go! That's what I'm talking about, baby. He's probably like a pound. He is 12. He is 12 for sure, boys. 11 and a half, he's beating that. He's a keeper. Guys, we've been out here for 4 hours trying to get this fish. And we finally got him, dude. Persistence. Persistence pays off every time. That is a keeper if I ever seen one. We'll go ahead and weigh him for fun. Oh my gosh, Kai.
I missed that.
It had to be a catfish. A bass would have just slurped it down. All right. Let's just weigh this guy for fun. And not even a pound. That is the keeper we needed. This is a little over 12 inches. We can keep this in Kentucky. It's legal, baby. We're gonna eat this guy. It took me hours to catch this. Hours to catch this. Now we can see which one tastes better, bluegill or bass. All right, guys, so we just got back to the house. I'm going to go ahead and fillet these fish up. I actually got to grill some other stuff for my family. So we're going to fillet these fish up. Then we're going to decide how we want to cook those. I'm out here hanging out with my youngest, so you'll probably hear her in the background. But we're going to go ahead and fillet these fish up right now, and then we'll decide how we want to cook them. I think I want to fry them. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, first up, we're going to go ahead and fillet this bass. Perfect size bass for eating. A little bit over 12 inches. I went ahead and put him to sleep, so that way we ain't got to worry about him moving too much while we're cleaning him. Looks like he's got some eggs. They're ready for spawn. This knife is so dull. I got to sharpen this bad boy soon. Straight down the tail, just putting pressure, just like that. And then we're going to flip that. Oh, that's a lot of meat. Oh, look, he does got some eggs. Definitely a spawning bass. It was a female. You want a flat surface and then just run your knife along the meat. Nice boneless piece of fish. Then we're going to go ahead and get some of this meat off of these ribs. I've really got to sharpen this knife. It's terrible. Ow, that hurt bad, bro. The spine flexed up. All right, there we go, just like that. Nice piece of meat. And let's go ahead and get the bones out of that bad boy too. He's got a lot of eggs. Look at all these eggs. A lot of eggs. I'm sure somebody will have something to say about that in the comments. But let's go ahead and do the bluegill now. All right, next up, we got these two little bluegill. That's the best we could catch today, guys. We really struggled with these guys. This was the two biggest we caught for the whole day. So that lake is just full of small bluegill. Maybe on the other side, there'll be bigger ones. But this is what we got today, just enough to try them out and compare them to our bass. So let's go ahead and cut these guys up as well. I want the meat to look almost identical, so for the blind taste test. So what I think I might do is try to fillet these guys. I know the fillets are gonna be tiny, but that's the best way I can think to keep the meat looking the same. That way, whenever Kai does the taste test, he can't really tell a difference on what is what. I want him to not be able to tell the difference. So we'll try to fillet these guys. I should have just cooked them whole, but then you'd be able to tell the difference. Plus, I'm just curious what bass tastes like because I've never had it. I've had striped bass, I think, and I've had smallmouth bass. Smallmouth bass is really good. I'm gonna take this off this fillet and then we'll be done. And then I'm gonna get on Amazon and order a new fillet knife because both of these suck. All right, guys, so we got our fish right here. I got them separated left and right. We got our flour that we're about to season up, and then we got our little cook stove right here that we always use. I got some pepper right here. It's smoked bourbon smoked pepper. Then I got the same thing, bourbon smoked chef's blend. This stuff is really good. And then I got some complete badia, or however you say it, badia. I got that. And then I got some ground red pepper. Love this stuff. And that's it. And then we of course got some oil. So we're gonna go ahead and season our flour first. Get that all seasoned up. I'm not gonna do like egg or anything like that. So season our flour. Move it back so you guys can see what I'm doing. Put some of that badia in there. Ooh, that smells so good. And then a little pepper. Num num. And then last but not least, we have the chef blend, one of my favorites. And we just look at that. Oh, it's so nice. Sprinkle just a little bit of that, and there we go. Num num. Go ahead and stir that up real good. Beautiful. Now go ahead and dump our fish in there, but we got to be careful about how we put our fish in there because I want to be able to separate the bluegill and the bass for Kai, and then I'm going to try some of the bass myself because I have not had it before. Let's get our camp stove out. Boom shakalaka. Get this bad boy out. Got our jet boil, our big boy can of fuel. I'm going to move this over here on the other side. I don't want that too close to the burner. Boy, if you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned. Oop, get that on there good and tight. I got the grill in the background over there with all the good food on it. There we go. Let's get this boy rolling. Pull it over this way a little bit. Let's turn it down just a tad. So we're going to throw this on here. Put some oil in there. That's how we say it here in Kentucky. Oil. Not oil, it's oil. There we go, just like that. And a little bit more. I want this to sizzle pretty good. There we go. While we're waiting for that to get hot, we're going to start to dip our fish in our flour. We have some of the bluegill. That's the bluegill. We're going to do the bluegill first, and then we'll do the bass after this. All right, boys and girls. This should be hot enough to start cooking. Let's do it. So we're going to do our bluegill first. Some of our bluegill. We got some bluegill right here. There we go. And then I'm going to grab some bass that I also cut up. I do got a big piece that we're going to try together, but I also cut up some small chunks of bass so you can't tell the difference. And I'm going to put these in here as well. So I got him 2 little taste samples of each. So let's see if Kai can tell the difference. He's never had bass, and he's only had bluegill, I think, once or twice. But he liked it, so let's see. The only bass he had was smallmouth when we were in Tennessee. And I'm going to tell you...
No! God, please, no! No!
Don't do that. That's really bad. Almost burnt the house down. All right, let's not catch anything on fire. Got to be really careful, guys. That was almost really bad. Let me turn this down a little bit. So here's the bass on the right side. Here's the bluegill on the left. See, you can't even tell they're different. We're going to cook these till they're golden brown. Just like that. Put them in that grease. There we go. And then we'll cook the rest. We're just going to do the rest for us to try out. So here's the rest of the bass. I'm going to go ahead and do this one whole. And I'm going to try this one out. There we go. Look at that. It smells so good. So let's go ahead and take these out. These are the bluegill right there and right there. And then this is the bass right here. Take one piece of bass out. There we go. Take another piece of bass out. There we go. Then we're just going to cook this bad boy until it's done. Look at that. Wow. All right, guys, I got Kai out here real quick before he has to go to work. So on the left, we're going to do a mystery fish. On the right, it's a mystery fish. I'm going to show you guys on camera which one is which. This is the piece of bass that I'm going to try. So I made them look exactly alike. So first try this one on the left. What do you think? Is it good, nasty? Good? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then try one of these pieces on the right. After you like clear your mouth out. I
have my guess on what you really do.
Okay, I'm curious to see if you get it right. Chickens over there fighting. The neighbor's chickens are fighting. While we're trying to. All right, which one do you think is which?
I don't know. They kind of tasted the same, honestly.
If you had to say which one kind of tasted different.
Consistency-wise.
Yeah, consistency-wise.
I remember. Bluegill in the little. I think this is the bluegill. This was the bass.
You got it. Yep, that's right. So this is the bluegill. That's the bass.
The consistency is different, but the taste is really similar.
But how do you think it tastes though? The bass.
It's good.
You liked it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, there it is. So I'm gonna try this piece of bass because I've never had it. All right, we got some nice crispy bass right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this. So I don't know. It just kind of tastes bland. Bluegill has a certain kind of taste to it. This is more firm, but bluegill is definitely just a little bit more flaky of a fish. and it tastes really good. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I probably won't ever eat a bass again. I'll be honest. But there it is. That's the bass. Finally tried one. It's okay, but I definitely wouldn't eat them again. All right, guys, it's been a long day. We're out. We was out in the sun all day fishing. I had a really, really good day towards the end of the day, but it was a rough one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to click like and also subscribe if you haven't already. I do videos like this almost every week or every other week, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys in the next one.